Hi there, my name is Jack Moser. I am a senior at the University of Denver. I am a double major in international business and marketing, and I'm going to be finishing up and graduating this June 2025. Then I'm planning on going to go to Georgetown in Washington, D.C. for sports industry management. Um, so I finished my fourth day of South by Southwest today. I'm home now. Just got home a couple hours ago, so just wanted to document what I went to. And the last event I went to today was called. It was about the documentary coming out called "The Spies Among Us," and it was about. It was Emmy nominated for previous ones. The creators of it, it's two journalists, Gaby, whoa, Gab, G, sorry, Gabe and Jamie. I keep putting the two of them together, but so they were journalists. They got invited on this trip to Germany, um, in around like the 90s and stuff, like right after the Cold War ended and all that. And there was just still a lot of stuff going on that wasn't out there. And they thought we have to kind of like make story about how people who just got caught in the middle of things, not trying to actually like be a nuisance or like change what's ever happening there. And so they found this gentleman named Peter. Peter was grew up in East Germany, while half of his family lived in West Germany. They were separated, so there was a lot of tension going on. It was just a weird time. He didn't want any issues or stuff like that, so he was just trying to lay low. But he was starting to realize something's going on with his brother, and essentially his brother kind of like sold him out for all this like information that he was like writing about, because he was just curious to do it. So he got thrown away to prison. He had to flee. He eventually made it here, and he's been here ever since. He still goes back to Germany every now and then, especially that the Stasi is all gone, that we know of, at least. And that's kind of what this talk was about. But it was essentially how like the tactics that they used during the Cold War, to kind of like be hidden, is kind of the same as data surveillance, and like how they watched over people and knew your moves. There's so many files on the people um, in prison that there's like that were arrested by the Stasi. There's so many files that you don't know what you did on a random day. Like you couldn't tell me what you did on like January 2nd, 2008, but back then, and probably still today, there's something that can trace you back to being somewhere, a camera always being surveyed, of search engine or something like that. So it's like we have to realize that these big corporations, we don't know exactly what they're doing with our data that they're getting, but it's like we're always being watched. And everyone always says like, oh yeah, but like if it's everyone, then it's fine. But I just think about like, what are the people who are you know trying to be a celebrity, who's a celebrity and wants to just like kind of go in the shadows and just be a normal life after they're done with the spotlight. There's still records, especially of them, that we know. But I mean, like for normal day people like me, there's definitely records of where I've been and where I haven't been on certain days. So it's very interesting. And just the information we give up every day on our phone just goes away. Like using the same tactics that Germany was doing their Cold War is actually one of the coolest things that they were talking about. And they showed a little preview of it. But they said that they were a law school, and showing to everyone that they was actually law school, but it was actually psychology major, psychology PhDs, trying to brainwash them into giving up information when everyone thought they were getting their law degree, when really they were just there with them. And I was like, wow, that this stuff was still happening long after World War II and everything. The brainwashing, the trying to get command without being in command. So I think it was an awesome talk. It was great to actually see someone who's like gotten away from all that. So yeah, the documentary follows Peter about his just story. It's coming out, I think, in a week. They said it's called "The Spies Among Us." I'm definitely gonna try and watch it because I think that was really cool. That it was the creators, and then Peter, the dude who they follow, talking about how like the first half being about his time in Germany during the Cold War, and then moving to like the data surveillance and like the records of you everywhere. Like there's something, your phone knows more about you than you do because you don't know what you did 3 weeks ago at 1:15. Your phone fully does though, so it's really interesting to see like that. But yeah, overall, I'm excited to watch the movie, and yeah, that was my last session. So I really enjoyed South by Southwest. But yeah, thank you.